It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Jets and the Niners. All that and more coming up next.
It is a pretty hot late summer afternoon here in the South Bay as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd down.
We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. A throwing here, Purdy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson.
And we all know the scouting report on him. He can attack the field at all levels with a very strong arm and make big-time plays off schedule. We also see a player with confidence and swagger. We see a guy who knows how to lead a team, who knows how to compete, and wants to be great every time he hits the field.
throwing now. Wilson on first down. That's complete right side to Lazard. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Now 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. And Lazard's got it again. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
2nd and 10. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Wilson will throw again. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Purdy. And that is incomplete. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman.
Not too
Take it
much
away,
to show you in
Coach.
terms of scoring plays. In fact, there's nothing to show you. A scoreless tie here at the half. Both of these defenses have been outstanding thus far.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. Now Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing now is Wilson. Then finds Randall Cobb with a completion. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Here's 2nd down. Hall again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Paul on a give up the middle. Broken tackle. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Purdy with one final shot here. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say? It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.